Hi guys, my name is Lucia, and today I'm going to be filming my September Shop My Stash video. If you guys follow my channel, you will know that I didn't do a Shop My Stash for August because I really did not wear a lot of makeup this summer, so I just had my July Shop My Stash carry on into August, and now this is the first video I'm filming in my dorm room. I am back at college. Obviously you can't see literally anything, but I am going to be doing a dorm room tour as well as, my newest videos will be in this room. So I will get started with the things that I want to review that I was trying out, which would be the Michelou The Fawn palette and the Michelou Witchcraft palette. I did already review the Michelou Queen Bee palette. I will link that Shop My Stash down below in case you want my thoughts on this. But yes, so this is the Fawn palette, and this is what it looks like. This is a very neutral palette. I expected it to be a little bit more cool toned. Now, it definitely is cool toned, but I wish there were more shades like these grays, but I think the quality of this is really good. Now, these were all sent to me by Michelou. I don't think I would purchase this one on my own just because it's so neutral. The gray and this silver, this is a beautiful silver gray color that is very, very unique to my collection, but besides that, I think I can dupe most of these in my collection with other palettes, so while I wouldn't personally buy this with my own money, I do think the quality of it is really, really good. I forgot to mention the shadow on the very bottom right that looks like a white, that's actually a duochrome, and that is the one thing that I really don't love about these palettes. Now, I actually didn't get to use either of these duochromes. They were one of the only shades in the palettes I didn't get to use, but I don't love duochromes. I wish that they just had inner corner highlights instead of those duochromes, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that because I forgot to say it. And then this is the Witchcraft palette, and this is the palette that had my heart. I have a video coming up all about palettes that inspire me, and spoiler, this is one of them. The quality of these shadows are very, very good. The metallics can be slightly crumbly. This shade Magic, it is a duochrome, and I don't know if you can tell, but when I swatched it just now, there is like powder that is falling onto my desk. This reminds me of Glass Bull by ColourPop. That is a very, very popular single that I also have, and while this probably pulls a little bit more duochrome than the other, I think it's a little bit more intense. They're basically the same, in case you wanted to dupe that, but I love the tones of this. I always talk about color story. I love the color story of this, and I love that it's by an indie brand. At first, I was worried that the purple and the green would not mesh well together because I'm not really one to mix colors that much. I usually do monochrome looks, but I did really enjoy doing purple on my lids and putting green on my lower lash line, and I did do one look where I tried to do a halo eye with purple in the middle and green on the outer edges. It didn't exactly work, but that was my technique, not the fault of this palette. I really did enjoy this palette, and I had this in my basket because I thought I might want to use it with the other palettes, but I didn't. I just didn't reach for it, so I'm going to put these all to the side. Usually I'll decide like right now if I want to keep something in, but I think for palettes, I'm just going to put them all away and then have a fresh start. So the other palettes that I had were the BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette. I actually hit pan on the Scorpio brown shade, which is no surprise. I love this brown shade so much. You guys know I love this palette. And my ColourPop pressed shadows in my Z palette. I have a video on all the shadows in this palette. If you want, I will link that down below. And I used this the most this summer. I really didn't wear eyeshadow all that much, but this is what I used the most because you can just pick a bunch of shades and throw them on your eyes and blend them, and it looks really good. I just did a Get Ready With Me where I did exactly that, so I will link that down below as well. Okay, so I think now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shop my stash, and if there are any other reviews that I need to let you guys know, I will let you guys know as I am picking things out. Okay, so this is the drawer that I picked in my room that's not everything on my desk, and it just has my eyeshadow palettes that I'm not currently using and some backup stuff. I'm sorry if this angle is a little strange. I had a fairly difficult time getting this. Let me know in the future if you want me to hold the camera and show it to you more front on. I just thought that it would be better because this is more stable. The first thing I'm going to pick from this drawer, I am so excited about this. This is the Deuce palette by Juvia's Place. I ordered this maybe 2 weeks ago, and they had a sale. They had a 40% off sale. Now, I was going to pay full price for this. I didn't know there was a sale, but when I went on the website, I was like, oh, sweet. So I got this palette for $12. I have not touched it, but I saw Katie Butte, that is her channel, I think. I saw her talk about this, and I really wanted to try it. I have wanted to try this before. I want to try the brand. This palette is beautiful. It's way prettier in person than it is online, which is saying something because obviously I thought it was pretty online because I ordered it, but it's just stunning, and I have not used it. I have not swatched it. I cannot wait to use it. So that is the first palette. And then I know I also want to pull in the Bad Habit Aphrodite palette. I did a gigantic Bad Habit in-depth review. I will link that down below, but this is the only palette from them that I kept. I really, really like these earthy tones, and I'm definitely really feeling that right now. I think that I'm not feeling a ton of color. Now, obviously the Juvia's Place palette, it is colorful, but Angelica, if you guys know her channel, she said that this palette is more of a pastel Juvia's Place than the other ones that are really colorful. So I don't know, I'm back at school and it's gonna get cold soon here because I go to school up north, and I'm just feeling some earthy tones. So I'm definitely gonna pull this in. And then if you saw my eyeshadow palette declutter, we'll link down below. I'm linking so many things. I'm just referring to like every video in this video. These are the shadows that I depotted. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember. Trading Mecca. These were from a Trading Mecca palette, and I hated the palette. It was really bad, but these shimmers are good. So I depotted them, and I put them in this big Coastal Scents palette, but I only want to use these. I think that they will hopefully complement this palette well, and I think the mattes in this palette, we're going to have to see. So I'm going to put these singles in, where is it? I'm going to put them in this ColourPop palette, so let me do that really quickly. So here they are. I will organize them later, but I'm going to pull for that, and then I'm not quite sure. I really don't know what I'm feeling in terms of makeup, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull for these three, and I'm going to use them, and then in 2 or 3 weeks, if I feel like I want something else, I'm going to give myself a freebie. I'm going to say, if I want to pull one of my Michelou palettes, or these are my 2 favorite palettes in my collection, so I usually have one of them every month in my Shop My Stash. But since I just used these for 2 months, I'm going to put them away, but I might pull those as a freebie later, and obviously next month I will let you know. And by the way, I did use the Stream Street palette a couple times this month because this is my travel palette and I was traveling. This drawer, it looks like a mess, but it was organized until I just made it a mess. So let me try to get it back to normal. And the other thing that I want to pull from this drawer, this I will be using because my powder, Fit Me powder, is almost done. So I will be pulling for this, but not quite yet. And I might pull for this L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara. If my mascara runs out, we shall see. But I know that I'm definitely going to pull for the Klairs Supple Preparation Facial Toner. This was sent to me along with the Klairs Rich Moist Soothing Cream. I'm not going to use this yet because I do have 2 creams already open, but I have never used toner. I barely know what it does, so I'm going to use this. Okay, so we're back to my desk, and I put the palettes here. Now, I do have some new highlighters and blushes. I got 2 Milani blushes. This is the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, and I already know I love this. This is so beautiful. I don't wear highlighter when I use this. You guys know if you watch my channel, I don't like intense highlighters, and this is just really beautiful. Now, I do have a lot of pinky eyeshadows, so I'm not really sure. I like to pair this with really warm orange eye looks, so I am going to use it this month, but I'm not sure how much, and I'm also not 100% sure how I want to do this part of my monthly makeup basket because my face products are kind of in a weird spot right now. I have 4 blushes, 3 highlights, and 3 bronzers, and they're all extremely spread out, but I kind of like that, so I think I'm just going to tell you what I plan on using and reviewing, and then in the future, I'm going to figure out if I want to put it in a separate drawer. The thing is, I don't really have that much. Most people would pull for 4 blushes anyway, and that's all I have, so I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted, but the other blush I got is the Milani blush in Tea Rose. I have not used this yet. I'm a little worried it's going to be too light on my skin tone and not look great, but I am going to test this out. And then I think I'll probably use Rock Couture and Tarte Exposed a couple times also. I do want to focus on the Milani blushes. Now, I got this Ofra highlighter in Pillow Talk. This was sent to me from Octoly, and I have used it a couple times, but it's just too light for me when I am tan. This is a very, very blinding highlight. It is very stunning, but I'm not super into blinding highlights, and the combination of that and it being a little too light on me when I'm tan, it's not a good combination, so I think I'm going to save this for next month. I used this You Glow Girl highlight from JCat Beauty when I went out the other night, and it was really nice, so I think I'll use this month for more going out looks. And then the Essence Pure Nude highlighter is my favorite, but I think I might be skipping highlight a lot of times this month. I don't know, it's not something that I'm feeling super, super into. Down in this drawer, I have two new products. These are from Laura Mercier. They were both sent to me from Octoly. This is the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Oil-Free, and this is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer and Radiance, and I have to mix the Tinted Moisturizer with this NYX Pro Mixer right now because I'm tan. I wore these both yesterday, and it was such a beautiful combination. I don't have a review yet, but I definitely want to test them out this month and get a review for you guys. And then for concealer, up here I have the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in my project pan. I'm trying to use this up, so that is what I'm going to be using. And then I just have two powders, the Maybelline Fit Me for my face I'm almost done with, and the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder for under my eyes. Those I'm not going to put into a separate place because they live there, but I just know I'm going to focus on the Laura Mercier stuff instead of my other foundation and primer. And then in here, this is my Bahama Mama bronzer from The Balm, spoiler for my project pan. I'm trying to use this up this month, as well as I use the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I only own 3 bronzers, and the other one is the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, which works in the winter, so there's not going to be really any variety with bronzers because I just did a big declutter and I got rid of all my other bronzers because I didn't like them. In here, okay, this is the Yves Saint Laurent The Shock Mascara. This was sent to me from Octoly. I absolutely hate this. I'm decluttering it. Do not buy this product. It is super, super clumpy on the wand, and at first I was like, oh, I'll just use it on days when I'm not wearing eyeshadow, but it sucks. It's so bad. It clumps your eyelashes all together, and it's a mess, and I'm decluttering that. I don't want that. So for mascara, I will be using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, which is my favorite, and then I want to use my Ofra Turquoise Eyeliner. This was sent to me from Octoly. I used this in my most recent Get Ready With Me, and it was just really pretty and fun, and I definitely think it'll go well with the Deuce palette that I pulled, so I will be using that. I only own 7 lipsticks, so it doesn't really make sense to kind of tell you which ones I'm going to use. I definitely know I want to wear ColourPop Lippie Sticks in Gold Digger more, and I need to focus on my MAC Mocha and my Bite Beauty lipstick for my project pan. So that is it for lips. And yeah, guys, that is everything for my Shop My Stash. Please let me know how you guys like these to be formatted. Again, I'm in a new space. I changed around where I store things, and I also don't have a massive collection. You know, I'm not switching out 20 products at a time. So that's it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!